Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be back with another nail video, and I'm testing out this new setup, so bear with me. I literally can't tell if it's blurry or not because I'm like filming in the mirror. But anyway, we are doing some press-on nails today. My nails are long overdue for a new set. Look at this. I cannot stop biting them. I have a serious nail biting problem. It's usually just when I'm like really anxious, so I'm tired of them looking like this. So let's get to work in creating a new nail set. I know I want to do something really summery, really colorful and fun. Okay, quick interruption because I completely changed my mind on the design that I was going to do, and it's the next day, by the way. But this is what I came up with instead. So I'm going to show you guys how I created this. I still have a whole other hand to do, so let's get into it. So while I think about my color scheme, I'm going to start sizing out my nails, and I'm using the natural almond medium tips from Apres. At this point, I pretty much know my nail sizes because I've been doing this for so long, but I'm just double checking, making sure, because sometimes, I don't know, sometimes the tips are like a little bit different, especially if you get a different brand. Okay, so now I'm going to prep my nail stands, and I recently got these. I like these way better because they're solid acrylic. They're heavier compared to these little plastic ones. You guys can see that these ones here are hollow, and these tip over and it messes up your nail and your paint or whatever. These are solid, so it's less of a chance of them tipping over because they have more weight to them. Also, in my last nail video, I told you guys I had found a better way to prep your nail stands. So instead of using these things that come with most nail stands, use these little nail glue stickers. These are so much better at the end of the process when it's time to remove the nail because there's no cleanup or barely any cleanup, versus these always like leave a bunch of gunk on the back of the nail that needs to be cleaned up before you can apply it. So these help save you so much time. Now it's time to actually prep the nails themselves, so I'm going to file and buff them, mostly just focusing on removing this little tab here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but all the nails usually come with a little tab. Definitely remove that before you start your design. Now to buff, I'm just going to use my e-file and the sanding band. And really for this part, I'm just focusing on removing the shine from the nail. Okay, so I like to start with the color that I'm going to use the most, and in this case I'm going to be using this nude polish. This is one of my favorite nude polishes, and it's from Gelish. It's in the color Creme de la Femme. Everybody always asks me what color this is, where did I get it, blah blah blah. I have it linked in my Amazon storefront. I'll have everything. I'll try my best at least to have everything that I use in this video linked on my Amazon storefront. That's just the easiest place to put everything all in one place, but I'm telling you guys, this is the prettiest nude color. So 3 of the nails are going to have this nude base. Actually, all 4 of these nails are going to have this nude base. I started filming this video yesterday and I had to stop because my son had woke up from his nap, but I'm glad I did because it let me kind of reset and think more about what I wanted to do for this design. And it's crazy because like what you initially think you're gonna do versus what you end up doing can be a complete 180 and just so different from how you imagined. But this is so much better than what I imagined I was gonna do, so I'm very happy with the way that these look, and I'm so excited to finish this set so I can just put them on right away. And I'm going to cure these for 60 seconds, take this one off so I can paint that separately. This one is actually going to be a light blue base, and this is the color Kiss and Tell from Nail Reserve. It's a really pretty light blue color. I also feel like I'm trying to whisper because it is my son's nap time again, so let's just pray he doesn't wake up so I can finish this all today. I like to sweep my finger underneath to take off any excess gel, and we're gonna switch and put this one in for 60 seconds. Whenever I do designs like this, I like to kind of switch it up on each hand. So I usually just switch the pointer and the ring finger. So basically for this set, it's just going to be opposite. So this one here is going to have a double coat of that nude polish. So I'm going to do that one first. This is the easiest design of them all because I'm just going to put a charm on top. This is a really good consistency too. It's like a thicker polish, so it adds a lot of structure and strength to the nail. It'd be really good on your natural nails as well, I think. Look at the difference between 2 coats and 1 coat. Super pretty. So for all the nails, I will be using these pigment powders. I was so excited to use them. So for this pinky, I'm going to use the teal. But in order to use the pigment powders, you're going to need a matte gel top coat. This is the only way that I know of. Maybe there's other ways, but using this will help adhere the powder to the nail. Otherwise, the powder won't stick. I'm going to put a layer of matte top coat on this and cure it for 60 seconds. And basically every nail that has pigment powder on it is going to have a matte top coat on it. And cure for 60 seconds. And this one here is done. I'm just gonna add a charm at the end. Okay, so pinky nail is done being cured with that matte top coat. Now I'm just gonna go in with my pigment powder. I'm using a regular eyeshadow brush. This is just like an e.l.f. brush, probably like $2, $3. But I'm going to gently tap on this teal color that I want. And then I will be applying it kind of on the side. That's how I wanted it to look, like it was kind of blooming from the side. And you guys can see these are really, really pigmented. So you don't need a lot of powder. I'm not gonna dip it back in, not yet at least, but I placed the powder down. Now I'm just kind of trying to fuse it out a little bit more. Oof, that was actually bad. You guys can see the matte gel polish didn't cure properly. So the pigment powder is kind of getting clumpy and like patchy over here. So I'm gonna clean this off using some alcohol. Like literally nothing alcohol can't fix when it comes to nails. Okay, now that we got our base back clean, we're gonna add a little bit more of the matte gel polish. And this time, make sure it's actually properly cured so that we can apply the pigment powder more evenly. Okay, curing for 60 seconds or more. We'll see how it looks. Or maybe my lamp is going bad. I don't know, because I just cured this one as well with the top coat. But you can still see here it's shiny, so that means it didn't cure properly. So I'm going to stick that back in because you want it to be completely matte before you apply the pigment powder. Okay, let's try that again. Took it out the lamp. It looks way better now. So let's see how this works. Oops. And you can still see there's like a little spot there, but overall it doesn't look too bad. So I'm just gonna keep going. I actually think that looks really pretty. Those two colors look good together. So for the middle nail, I'm doing zebra with an orangish yellow aura in the background. Okay, so this one's gonna have purple powder, and I'm kind of keeping it centered, but I'll diffuse it a little bit all over, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, I just want it to look deeper in the center. And then for my thumbnail, I'm using a combo of the purple and this light, kind of like a ruby, I would say. Okay, so we are finished with the pigment powders. I'm going to put that away, and now we can get on to the actual designs. I'm gonna start with this pinky here. This is just kind of like a swirly design, and I actually initially wanted to do a butterfly wing, but I was having so much trouble. So that's the inspo for this, but it's not really anything like it. But I'm gonna be using the Saviland gel art brushes. These came in like a huge pack of different colors, but they're so old and messy. I need to order some new ones. Okay, I'm gonna use an actual nail art brush to be a little more precise. This is a 9mm brush. I just got these recently. I really like them. They'll also be linked on my Amazon storefront. But the brush that comes with this isn't super thin, so I like to use one of these just to make my lines a little more neat. And I'm just dipping the nail art brush in the bottle. Let's get to it. So I'm trying to fix this corner right here. I feel like it looks a little weird. And then over here kind of messed up as well. I'm gonna erase this and start over. And that's exactly why I apply the top coat after the pigment powder, so that the pigment powder stays in place if I make a mistake like I just did. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoy when I do videos like this, kind of doing the nails in real time and talking as I'm going, versus a voiceover where I feel like I end up cutting a lot more. This video is probably gonna be pretty long, but I feel like some people really enjoy the longer videos. And honestly, they're easier to make than doing the voiceovers anyway. The voiceovers are just an extra step that I have to do after I just finished editing for like 8 hours. So, okay, that looks better to me. And I do like to include showing you guys the mistakes that I make, because it's not always as easy as it may seem in a video. So if you're like struggling at home, just know I be struggling too sometimes. So it is okay. I messed up again. Okay, let's cut. Okay, third time's the charm. I cured the black. Now I'm going to add the little white dots to give it the butterfly effect I was going for. I'm gonna add them right in this little crevice here. I feel like I should. I kind of want to add more white down here, like maybe just 2 dots or 3. It's just the tiny details that can make all the difference, you know? Okay, now I'm going to cure. Now let's move on to this really fun zebra nail. I'm going to be using that same black polish again, and honestly zebra print is so easy. So you're just going to do kind of like loose squiggly lines from side to side. Not necessarily squiggly, I guess, but more just like curvy and not super straight lines, if that makes sense. I don't know. You can kind of flick it out so that the ends are pointy. Also, I think adding the little triangle to some of the lines makes the zebra print look more authentic in a way. So the purple nail is super simple. I'm just going to be doing a squiggly gold outline around the nail. And this is a hack if you are somebody who struggles with using chrome powders, just like myself. I've always struggled with it. So instead I just buy chrome gel paints, and literally so much easier. Plus it saves you so much time, because with chrome powder you have to like paint the design and then brush the powder on top. But with this you can literally just create the design with the paint and you're done. So for the thumbnail, I'm also going to be using this chrome polish, and I'm just going to be doing a solid outline around the whole entire nail. So we're going to be doing this, super simple. I do really like this chrome polish because of the way that it looks, but it's kind of hard to work with because it's super runny. So you have to be careful it doesn't like leak on the nail. Y'all, oh my gosh, I wasn't even gonna mention it, but if you guys have been real OGs and following me and really listening to me when I talk in these nail videos, you know in my last video I was talking about starting my own press-on nail business. It's still happening, okay? It's really a goal of mine, like a goal, a dream of mine to have my own little business. But I feel like every time I try to start something, just something else happens. If you watch the other videos on my channel, you know that I'm actually moving back to the East Coast, and that's kind of consuming me right now. And it's kind of hard to try and set up a business when you're trying to prepare to move again, and it's just a lot. So I'm kind of putting that on pause. I also will be like selling all of my nail stuff, because if you watched my moving vlog video, we're gonna be selling everything. Like, we're gonna be driving across the country, and we planned so far we're just gonna take what we can fit in our suitcases, and dragging along a bunch of nail stuff is just not gonna work. So my plan is to kind of just sell everything that I have here and just start fresh when we get to our new place, just buy everything new and really just start back up doing nails and really try to launch my business, because it's something that I'm super passionate about and I feel like people would love my nails. And I do get a lot of comments like, oh my god, are you selling these, or where can I find these? And I'm just like, I make them myself and I'm gonna be selling soon. But it's like, when is soon? Because at this point soon is literally next year. But I hope anybody who's actually interested just is patient with me. But I genuinely get so happy when people are actually interested and show me love on my nails. I love them, and I know that whenever I get to start selling them and really putting myself out there, that you guys will love them too. So just stay tuned, okay? And let's just pretend like I didn't say any of that in my last video, okay? Okay. And honestly, that's why you don't speak on things until they're happening, because then you look like a damn fool. But it's okay. Anyway, that was a freaking rant. I'm gonna cure this for 60 seconds. Okay, so now let's start applying our pearls and our charms. I'm going to be applying a gold charm on this plain nude nail. Zoom in. And then I'm gonna be using this little cross charm. But first, I need my little sculpting gel. I like to apply this gel when I'm using a bigger charm just to make sure it actually stays on. It gives it a better chance of lasting than just using top coat. So I'm just gonna put a little blob in the middle, kind of spread it out in the shape of the charm. And then I will be using, I'm just gonna use these tweezers to pick it up, lace it down, try to make it as centered as possible. I'm probably going to regret making this nail because I know it's just gonna continuously get stuck in my hair whenever I do it. Is that even? I feel like it's kind of off center. There we go. I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. I'm gonna do this little medium-sized one. Okay, we're back, but I'm gonna use this little tacky thing. These are the little tacks that come with the nail stands, because it's kind of hard to pick up the mini ones with the tweezer. So I'm just using that. Look how easy that was, if that was even focused. There we go. Now I'm going to cure that. Okay, and finally it is time to top coat everything. And for my final top coat, I like to use this D&D gel top coat. It's a non-white. I'm literally so excited to apply these, but I have to do cuticle work first, so I might not even be able to do that today. So who knows when this video is going to be out, because this is already day 2 filming. Here what the nails look like on the final result. I love them so much. I feel like it's missing a little bit of color though. I think instead of this one I should have done it ruby and left the thumbnails nude, but either way, love it so much. May not be everybody's cup of tea. Now I'm gonna be talking like this again because it's been over a month since I had nails on, and it's just like the best feeling, especially when you know you did them yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. My camera is about to die, so perfect timing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up before you go. Also, don't forget to subscribe because it would really help my channel out and I would appreciate it so much. And if you are up for it, follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Toodaloo!